Hello, this is Jaden Max, and we are here in Shin Hoshi. Now, be honest, these boots do clash, don't they? I think so too. So, I'm going to get rid of them here, and then we're going to go out and get started on our house, which I've been working off camera, getting some things together. When I gathered lots of coal, lots of wood, and over here I have lots and lots of clay and lots of cobble. And so we're going to grab a lot of that stuff. I'll grab all the clay and I'm going to toss it in here with some additional charcoal, or some additional coal, I should say, and keep that cooking. We're going to need that later. But right now, we got a lot of prep work to do. Basically, we're going to get started. Oh, the sun's going down. I just started the game up. I thought I thought I ended it after I slept last time, but apparently I hadn't. So let's close everything up. I'm going to get a good night's sleep, and then... Oh, by the way, someone left in the comments, and I haven't checked this for sure, but I have no reason to doubt it, that zombies are actually a block and a little bit tall, so they can't fit through a one block hole. It's possible that Dinnerbone could change that, but for right now, these holes should be safe. No kid zombies are going to get through as far as we know. So that's nice to know. Anyway, I'm going to go grab some sleep and then we'll go out and start bright and early in the morning getting started on our house. Okay. Time to get going. See, our clay is still cooking. Yeah, it's still cooking because time doesn't actually pass while you're sleeping. It just resets the day cycle. Anyway, yeah, we're going to get out here, get started, which means we have to do a lot of digging first. Now, I went back to my single player world, took a look around. It's been over a year, just over a year since I originally built this house in my original single player world, and I remember that was a pain getting that house right. I'm going to make what I call my Expanded Cozy Cottage, and basically it's based on Paul Soares Jr.'s Cozy Cottage from his Survive and Thrive series. But when I first built it, I had my hidey hole way over there in a hole in the ground. So I would come out here. I had some dirt bridges built over the river. I would rush over here, do some digging and stuff, and try to get some things prepped, and then run back to the hidey hole. It would have been a lot easier if I had realized you could make a bed and sleep in the bed, but I did not, and I didn't know this little hidey hole was here at the time either. So it took me a while to get this house built. I was doing it under pressure, and I made quite a few mistakes in the process. I should have gotten more dirt while I was out. I didn't even think about that. So I didn't really, there were always a few things that bugged me when the project was fully completed. And so I'm determined to make sure to not repeat those mistakes this time around. Let me see, where do I really want this house to be set up at? There's a nice cave down there, and we're going to go down there and explore that, but I don't want the house to be right on top of that. Let's put the house here. I was building this up to put the house on top of that, but I don't have enough dirt for that. So I'm going to cut this down, and we'll do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to work on this, and then, yeah, I'm going to work on this. See you in a second. Okay, here we are, completed that. Now I got to fix up the rest of this landscaping so that I have an even place to build this house on. What I'm going for here is a fence. I'm going to put a perimeter fence up, and the perimeter fence is going to be, at least initially, it's going to be a 22 by 22 square. I'm going to change that around and stuff as time goes, but for right now, I just want to do that because I'm going to put a perimeter fence on that. And then I can work on the house inside at relative safety. I can move my bed up here and start moving stuff into the space. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of eyeballing where I'm placing these and putting these down and filling this area in. This is kind of the fun part, where everything is just coming together. Not a whole lot that I got to worry about at this point, like any details or anything, because all this stuff is going to end up changing. I'm going to put another furnace up here because I just realized that furnace could already be depleted. Now, in case you're wondering, I'm not going to do this with easy bake ovens. And by easy bake oven, I mean essentially set up an oven with hoppers so that the coal automatically feeds in, the clay automatically feeds in, and then everything automatically goes out into a box. I'm not going to do that because I want the EXP. I want the XP because I'm not sure when it's going to be when I find my first diamond. Usually at the beginning of the game, that's not a high priority for me. But when I do find that diamond, I'm going to want all the XP I can get so I can enchant up some stuff. Okay, I thought this was about done. Okay, so let's see. Where do I want the center of this house to be? I'm looking at this wide open space down here, and this is going to be my farm eventually. So I'm going to have to make a walkway to go down to it. And exactly where's the farm going to be? It's hard to see at this point. But I like those two trees as a reference point for where the middle of the house should be. So let me use that. If this is the middle of the house, then right there, then we're going to go out. It's 22 by 22, so basically 11 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there. And yeah, I know the sun's going down. I got to do this quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oop, too high. Okay, so this is basically, I mean, if you've ever seen a building built, you'll see things like this. That means that the outer edge is going to come to here, and that's the height it's going to be at. I better get underground and sleep, because I'm not prepared to work through the night at this point. Okay, time to get back to work. Oh, by the way, you might have noticed that for this series, I'm doing something different than what I've done in previous series. Each series, I kind of give it its own little flavor, and I do that with music. Music's kind of my thing. I really like music. Before I became an English teacher, I was going to be a music teacher, and I my first YouTube videos were music videos. And so I do use a lot of music. However, for this series, I thought it might be good to just take out the music, leave most of it out, and just use it as punctuation here and there. So you'll hear that for the morning when I'm finding zombies, stuff like that. And I do it mainly to make it a little easier on myself, because a lot of the editing process is adding music and cutting the music. So by taking out the music, having just the sounds of Minecraft, I figure it'll make it a lot easier for me to record and post these videos. Then once I get things going like the farm and that, the sound of the animals is going to cover up a lot any music that I put in anyway. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There we go. And then I can just come over here and eyeball it from this side, follow this line here, and then, yep, right here. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fill in this side, and then we'll start laying down the cobble. Okay, I'm not quite done filling it in, but I wanted to show you. I decided to move the front of the house forward a few blocks. I'm going to leave the back markers still there, but I'm going to bring the front forward because I thought the house was set in a little far back on the property. And I went ahead and built this perimeter around here, but actually I'm going to go ahead and bring this up here, and then we're going to build the wall. I can fill in the space inside the wall easily at my leisure. But the sooner I get this wall up, the sooner I can start working in peace. So we're just going to go ahead and lay this foundation. Gonna move that, remove that, put that there. I'm going to go all the way around here. I'm going to leave those there because we're going to put doors there. I do have this on normal, so zombies are not going to beat down doors. I just do that because I want to focus on building, and when you can't use wooden doors for zombies, on one level I do like the challenge of it, but on another level it does kind of limit what kind of builds you do, because you always have to think, you can't, it removes something as a possibility. Don't worry, I do like playing on hard mode, and once I find a new server to join, I have no problem if that server's on hard mode, but for my single player world, this is supposed to be a little more relaxing than that, and a little more building oriented. There we go. Drop that down like that. Oh, and I did mention about servers, so I'll go ahead and say I've recorded my last video on the Punchwood Town server, and you know, kind of sad to go. Recorded kind of I tried not to be too depressing with the goodbye, but I did want it to be a little sentimental because it is. It was my first server, and I had big plans, and it's always difficult when you have big plans to do something, but things get in the way of your plans, and that's what happened. So I gave a bit of a sentimental goodbye to that server, and at this point I'm between servers. So I'm kind of thinking about what to do about that. An idea popped into my head of a new series, which, you know, if I decide to do it, then I'll let you. Then you'll know. You'll be anybody subscribing to this channel will be the first to know. So it's a good reason to subscribe to this channel. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So I'm still considering that, what to do about that. But yeah, it's pretty much official. At any time now, if that Punchwood Town server hasn't been deleted, it will be deleted at any moment now. So that's just the way it goes. But I'm not going to record I do have some at the time I am recording this video. I have some videos left to edit and post, but at this moment I'm not recording any new Punchwood Town videos. So watch that space and you'll see those videos as they come. I do miss it. I will miss that server, I should say. I'll miss the people on it especially. Though hopefully not too much, because we're talking about doing some additional stuff together. And some of the guys, more than one of the guys, you know, Ads is already trying his hand at recording. So hopefully as more of those guys get the equipment to record, I'll have some people that I can play mini games with, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Let's see, I'm going to make up a bunch of sticks. That's why I got all this wood here, because I'm going to need a lot of fence for this. But it's getting dark, and I'm not going to be able to build that fence while I'm being attacked. Okay, and there we go. Got some doors in there. As you can see, I went on ahead and put in the fence work. All I did was just build fence posts and put them all around this cobble here. Nothing really big on that. Just to give myself some added protection around here. Putting in these doors now, and I'm going to eventually. None of that up there is going to stay as it is. It's all going to be. It's just to give me protection while I build the house. Eventually, I'm going to add some more brick around the edges. I'm going to expand on it as I put in additional wings to my compound, if you will. All that fence is going to be very malleable. That's why it's so simple. Having the cobblestone on top of the fencing like that, it just makes it really easy to make changes to the fence later on. So from here on, I'm just going to put up some half slabs around this perimeter. There we go. And just to keep the spiders out, you don't need to see that. I'm just going to put these all around just like this. So I'm going to call it the end of episode for today. If you like this video, please hit that like button and also give me a subscribe. Both of those things help my channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.